Have you ever noticed how two people can earn the same salary, but live completely different realities? One is always with their card maxed out, chasing money until the end of the month. The other silently starts to accumulate, invest, and see money work for them. But what changes between the two? It's not luck. It's not the job. It's the mindset. Imagine two seeds planted in the same soil. One grows strong, bears fruit and shade. The other, for lack of care, dries up before even germinating. The salary is that seed, and your financial mindset is the soil. Those who live complaining that their salary isn't enough have usually already decided that it will never be enough. But those who decide to use what they have wisely, even if it's little, begin to create a path to freedom, because wealth doesn't start in the pocket, it starts in the mind. Robert Kiyosaki says that most people only work for money, while the rich make money work for them. And this starts with a simple change of thinking. What can I do today so that my salary grows, multiplies, and works for me? While some spend thinking about now, others invest thinking about the future. And it's in this difference that wealth is born. Not from how much you earn, but from how you think and act with what you earn. Imagine if, overnight, your salary was cut in half. Scary, isn't it? But now think with me. Would you be able to adapt? The answer is yes, and this is exactly the secret that Robert Kiyosaki reveals. Spend as if you earned half. This phrase seems harsh, but it hides one of the most powerful keys to financial freedom. When you pretend you earn less, what happens? You start to see what really matters. That expensive daily coffee, the subscription you don't even use, the impulse purchase. All of this starts to lose meaning. You start to live more consciously. And the most interesting thing is that when you cut the excess, what remains is not scarcity. It's space to grow. The money that used to disappear now starts to be left over. And what's left over, you can invest. Think of this as a game. Each month, the challenge is to spend less than you earn and transform the difference into a seed of wealth. It's in this space that investment is born, the reserve, the first step towards freedom. Those who become rich are not those who earn more, but those who learn to control what they have. Because controlling money is the first step to making money work for you. Before we move on to the next point, tell me something. Are you enjoying these lessons from Kiyosaki and want to continue learning how to make your money work for you? Then like this video and subscribe to the channel. This way, you receive all the next chapters of this financial journey and take the first step to get out of the rat race and enter the path to freedom. Most people do everything backwards. They receive their salary, pay bills, buy what they need, and only then think, if there's any left over, I'll save it. But the problem is, there's never any left over. Robert Kiyosaki teaches a simple but powerful principle. Pay yourself first. This means setting aside a part of your money, even if it's small, before anything else. It's not after the bills, it's before. Because if you don't pay yourself first, you're telling your money that everything else is more important than your future. Imagine that each real you set aside is a small soldier going to the battlefield, not to be spent, but to conquer more money for you. Over time, these small soldiers form an army, and this army starts to work for you. It doesn't matter if you start with 5%, 10%, or even less. What matters is the habit. Because habit creates discipline, and discipline builds freedom. Rich people don't wait for money to be left over to invest. They invest so that money is left over. And this simple inversion changes everything. Remember, when you pay yourself first, you're sending a message to the universe. I respect my future. I am a priority. Every salary has two possible destinations. It can transform into freedom or into prison. The difference lies in how you choose to use it. Most people spend what they earn on things that disappear over time. Clothes, electronics, dinners, installments. They buy what gives momentary pleasure, but tomorrow no longer has the same value. Meanwhile, there are those who use their salary to buy something invisible but powerful: future freedom. When Kiyosaki talks about transforming salary into freedom capital, he's saying to use part of what you earn to invest in assets, things that put money in your pocket, not take it out. This can be an investment in stocks, a course that increases your professional value, or even a tool that allows you to create extra income. Each real you invest in something that generates return becomes a planted seed. In the beginning, growth is slow, almost imperceptible. But over time, this tree starts to bear fruit, and these fruits start to feed you without you having to work as much as before. The secret is not to work more. It's to make the money you already earn work for you. And when this happens, salary stops being just 1 month's payment. It becomes the instrument of your independence. The truth is simple. Willpower alone is not enough to build wealth. No matter how disciplined someone is, there comes a time when tiredness, unforeseen events, or daily temptations end up winning. That's why so many people say, "Next month I'll start saving," and that month never comes. Robert Kiyosaki teaches that the secret is not in depending on motivation, but in creating a system that works even when you're not in total control. And this system starts with a simple attitude: automate the process of getting rich. Imagine that every month, as soon as your salary hits your account, part of it automatically goes to an investment, to savings, or to a growth fund. Without you having to decide, without you having to remember, and especially without giving time for impulse to make you spend. It's as if you had an automatic prosperity mode. Over time, you don't even notice you're investing, but the money is there, growing, multiplying, building your freedom silently. Automation eliminates the risk of depending on "I'll do it later," because the truth is that those who leave it for later almost always leave it for never. But those who create a system, even a small one, protect themselves from their own excuses and ensure that, month after month, wealth continues to be built, without emotional effort and without interruptions. Kiyosaki explains that the rich are not smarter than others, they just build systems that work for them. While many work for money, they make money work automatically. With each automatic transfer, you're training your future. It's like building an invisible ladder. Step by step, you climb towards independence without having to run. And one day, when you look back, you'll realize that your wealth grew not because you were lucky, but because you created a system that never failed. Most people believe there's only one way to make money: working more hours. But the truly rich understand something different. Money grows when you grow. Robert Kiyosaki says that your greatest asset is not your job, nor the company where you work, but your mind. It's what produces ideas, solutions, and opportunities. And the more you develop it, the more doors open. Learning a second skill is like turning on a new light inside you. Maybe today you work at a fixed job, but you learn digital marketing, design, sales, or programming. Suddenly, extra income emerges, an independent project, or even a complete career change. The secret is to use part of your salary for this, not as an expense, but as an investment in yourself, because everything you learn, no one can take away. It's the only type of wealth that never devalues. Think about how many people live trapped in a job they don't like because they never developed another skill. They become hostages to their salary, afraid of losing their job because they don't know how to generate income any other way. But those who invest in knowledge create freedom. Learning something new is planting a tree that will protect you in the future. Even if it takes time, each new knowledge is another branch that supports your financial security. And the most curious thing is that when you learn something new, not only does your market value increase, your self-confidence grows with it. You start to see opportunities where before you only saw limits. Life stops being a cycle of work and bills and transforms into a field of possibilities. Kiyosaki often repeats, "The poor work for money, the rich learn to create money." And that's the point. Learning is the bridge that takes you from dependence to independence. Knowledge is the only asset that multiplies the more you use it. Imagine being able to receive money without having to work every hour of the day. It seems like a distant dream, but that's exactly what Kiyosaki calls an invisible money machine. The idea is simple. Instead of trading hours for salary, you create sources that work for you. It can be a property that generates rent, stocks that pay dividends, a book or digital course, or any other asset that puts money in your pocket without requiring your constant presence. The power of passive income is that it creates real freedom. While most chase after each payment, you have resources arriving continuously. It's like having a factory that never closes, even when you're sleeping, traveling, or taking care of family. And it's not necessary to start big. The secret is to start small, consistent, and smart. Each investment, each digital product, each stock purchased is a brick in your invisible machine. Over time, the bricks transform into a solid wall of financial independence. Another advantage is that the earlier you start, the more time the machine has to grow. The effect of compound interest and reinvestment transforms small initial efforts into enormous future results. While many leave money idle or spend it on superfluities, you build something that yields without additional effort. Kiyosaki teaches that the rich don't work for money. They build systems that produce money, and the more sources of passive income you have, the closer you'll be to freedom. It's not about luck, but about strategy, consistency, and long-term vision. The big question is, will you continue trading hours for money, or will you create a machine that makes your money work for you? Imagine being able to receive money without having to work every hour of the day. It seems like a distant dream, but that's exactly what Kiyosaki calls an invisible money machine. The idea is simple. Instead of trading hours for salary, you create sources that work for you. It can be a property that generates rent, stocks that pay dividends, a book or digital course, or any other asset that puts money in your pocket without requiring your constant presence. The power of passive income is that it creates real freedom. While most chase after each payment, you have resources arriving continuously. It's like having a factory that never closes, even when you're sleeping, traveling, or taking care of family. And it's not necessary to start big. The secret is to start small, consistent, and smart. Each investment, each digital product, each stock purchased is a brick in your invisible machine. Over time, the bricks transform into a solid wall of financial independence. Another advantage is that the earlier you start, the more time the machine has to grow. The effect of compound interest and reinvestment transforms small initial efforts into enormous future results. While many leave money idle or spend it on superfluities, you build something that yields without additional effort. Kiyosaki teaches that the rich don't work for money. They build systems that produce money. And the more sources of passive income you have, the closer you'll be to freedom. It's not about luck, but about strategy, consistency, and long-term vision. The big question is, will you continue trading hours for money, or will you create a machine that makes your money work for you? Having money without time to enjoy it is almost the same as having nothing. Robert Kiyosaki reinforces that mastering time is as important as mastering money. Most people let their hours be stolen by distractions, social media, television, tasks that bring no real return or unproductive habits. Meanwhile, the rich learn to prioritize what really matters. Each hour invested in learning, planning, or developing income has a much greater return than spending hours on activities without value. Mastering time means planning the day, week, and month strategically. It's defining which activities generate financial growth and which only consume energy and money. It's learning to say no to what doesn't matter and yes to what builds the future. Furthermore, Managing time well allows you to combine various wealth strategies at the same time. Study a new skill, automate investments, take care of health, and still dedicate yourself to personal projects. It's like transforming each day into a brick in building your freedom. Kiyosaki emphasizes that it's not about working more, but working better. More productivity, focus, and discipline at the right times create a multiplier effect. You grow financially without needing excessive effort. Those who master their own time realize that money and freedom walk together. And in the end, true wealth is not just how much you earn, but how much you can build with intelligence, planning, and consistent action. While many see their salary as something that should be spent month to month, the rich think about strategic reserves. It's not just about having savings for emergencies, but about creating capital ready to take advantage of unique opportunities that suddenly arise. Think of it this way. Opportunities don't warn when they're going to appear. It could be a property with a below-market price, a stock that plummets and soon rises again, an investment in a promising business, or even an education opportunity that sets you apart in the market. Those who don't have money available or have everything committed to current expenses can't act. But those who have opportunity reserves can seize the moment and transform a chance into real wealth. These reserves don't need to be enormous. The important thing is that they're available and separated from day-to-day expenses. It can be an amount saved in an account, liquid investments, or even resources that can be quickly converted into action capital. Furthermore, maintaining this reserve creates mental tranquility. You don't feel pressured by daily life, don't panic with unforeseen events, and can make more rational decisions. Those who act strategically and calmly, taking advantage of opportunities with planning, multiply their chances of growing financially. Kiyosaki teaches that wealth is not just about what you earn, but about the ability to identify and take advantage of opportunities before most people realize. And this is only possible when you have resources and freedom to act quickly. Robert Kiyosaki emphasizes that wealth is not built alone. Money works better when you have the right people around you: mentors, investment colleagues, business partners, or even friends with a growth mindset. A solid network allows you to learn faster, avoid common mistakes, and discover opportunities that alone you might never find. Think of your network as an ecosystem. Each connection is a channel of information, learning, or opportunity. The stronger and more diversified this network is, the greater the chance of multiplying your money and expanding your financial freedom. But attention, it's not about quantity, but about quality of connections. An experienced mentor can be worth more than dozens of acquaintances who only waste time with you. Participating in study groups, networking events, or even online investor forums can open doors you never imagined. Furthermore, sharing knowledge is also part of the process. By teaching or helping others grow, you strengthen your own understanding and create lasting relationships. Kiyosaki always reinforces that the rich value information, education, and connections as much as money. Having a strategic network makes opportunities not go unnoticed. While many work isolated and miss valuable chances, those who connect with the right people can identify faster and safer paths to increase wealth. And over time, these connections become an extension of your own capital, opening doors to businesses, investments, and continuous growth. What really differentiates those who live on the edge from those who build wealth is not how much they earn, but how they use money, what they learn, and who they connect with. Each decision you make today, each conscious step with your salary, is building your financial future. Imagine looking back a few years from now and realizing that every effort, each smart choice, each investment and learning transformed into real freedom. It's not about luck, it's about consistent action, discipline, and long-term vision. If you believe these strategies can help other people take control of their own financial life, share this video. Spread these ideas and help more people start transforming their salary into freedom and real opportunities.